YouTube, Capital G here. Got a low tier for life duel for you guys to check out. Looks like we have Metaphys, and it is going to be taking on Magical Musketeers. A very interesting build of Musketeers because you guys see that he's actually playing some Mech Knights in this build. So I guess that is kind of a way of making like Magical Musketeers be able to go second a little bit better. Interesting enough, Metaphys actually got an indirect buff in Rising Rampage. I don't know if a lot of people noticed this, but Storm Dragon's Return can summon back any one of your banished monsters to get your Metaphys monsters. It sucks that it can't trigger the Daedalus, which would actually be insane because that would give the deck like crazy disruption. I feel like Metaphys, because of some of the indirect support that it's gotten over the past couple of like sets, whether it be Pot of Extravagance or Storm Dragon's Return or Aloof Lapine, I feel like this deck is just like one good defensive card away from being able to be like a fringe kind of regional top 8 deck. Anyways, let's go ahead and roll this because Musketeers, I believe, got 10th place out of regional, so they're kind of already on that fringe top level. Looks like he started with Gold Sarcophagus for Necroface. Luckily, he did banish Metaphys Ascension, which means he gets a +1 because he gets himself a search. So it's looking pretty good. He's going to draw some cards with a Metaphys and set a couple of cards and pass, including that Dragon's Ruler Return. He did banish a Metaphys Decoy Dragon, which is awesome because it just summons itself, and then he gets another search as well. So if you're a Metaphys player, I mean, I have to say going +3 turn 1 doesn't sound bad, especially considering it's not known to make a lot of plays. Now he did kind of mess up on his card placement here, not playing around Mech Knights, something that people need to do always and often. His opponent is going to follow up with Max. That means he should be able to get a bunch of monsters. Yeah, he's going to summon 3 monsters straight from the deck, and they're all shifted to defense mode, but it's fine. Looks like he just wants to use them as link fodder. Now, unfortunately, he did hit the Dragon's Ruler Return off the Nightmare Unicorn, and that just prompts his opponent to chain it and get his Ragnarok from his deck. He is going to still activate Ties of the Brethren, so my man's still going to have like 5 monsters on board, and he is going to be able to activate those Magical Musketeer effects as well. So it looks like he made a pretty good turn, but don't count out Metaphys because the draw power is real. I like this. During his opponent's turn, he used World Legacy Awakens, right? Now, a lot of Magical Musketeer players are running like 1 copy of this card, kind of as like a really nice tech. Let you link summon during your opponent's turn, which means you can summon Max, and then if your opponent has a bunch of monsters, Max can just search a bunch of spells and traps. So he is going to be able to go ahead and just, you know, get some pluses. Activates Doctor in the process, so the good Doc will get him a card as well. I think you want spells and traps off Doc, not necessarily like you probably don't want to add monsters. He is going to summon the copy of Daedalus. Now this is off of a Metaphys monster effect because I believe it's being summoned off the Tyrant Dragon. This means potentially this guy's entire field can be banished because every monster I think is special summoned. So he'll probably have to use Cross Domination to stop that unless he just doesn't want to have a board anymore. So he is going to go ahead and use that. That's also going to trigger the Kid Brave, Pot of Extravagance. We'll try to draw some cards. It's going to be shut down by the Last Stand, and he is going to still have a Metaphys, so he can draw cards. Looks like he is going to try to simply attack with the Ragnarok. Now, he has 2 copies of Ragnarok. If either one of them do battle damage, that Daedalus is coming back, and it's not a hard once per turn because, I mean, come on, it's Metaphys. They don't need hard once per turns. He is going to go ahead and pop his own card. That's desperate. Then he cranks up his Magical Musketeer Max, but he's still getting the damage done, and he is going to absolutely wipe his opponent's board. Now at this point, you probably think Metaphys got this game in the bag. He has Metaphys Dimension, which can be a disruption potentially, but this build of Magical Musketeers, don't count it out. The Mech Knights, they're pretty good at going second, and he also has Instant Fusion. So let's see if he can pull back a pretty nice comeback. He's going to go start off with the, that is the Indigo Eclipse. Then he goes for the Blue Sky. He's not even activating these guys' effects, but looks like he finally will. Instant Fusion is going to carry him. Gets rid of 1 monster, goes for Relinquish Anima to get rid of a second. Then he's going to summon the Mech Knight Link monster, search World Legacy Succession, and then he's going to just bring it back and suck up another monster. I'm telling you, man, the difference between having Relinquish Anima and and not is huge, guys. Now he finishes it off with Max, summons another monster from the deck so that he can shift Borload to, or Boral Sword Dragon has something to shift to defense mode. And would you check this out? He actually ends up pulling off an OTK. I mean, yeah, he used every single card that he had at his disposal, but I do not feel that a play of that aggression and a play that put that much damage on board would have been possible without the Mech Knights. I mean, don't get me wrong, Instant Fusion can be great in Magical Musketeers because it gives them a go second option, and it can trigger the Musketeers as well. But he definitely needed those Mech Knights for, if nothing else, the fodder and the ability to go in the Boral Sword Dragon. That was actually pretty impressive. Magical Musketeers, I mean, through like 3 monsters, pulling off an OTK. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that short duel. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.